Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over the raid event teams. 3 raid event teams, high, mid, low. Why does it say unavailable? Whoops. The week's preview for Pan's Vale, as well as Guild Wars Offense, because I'm not doing that tomorrow. So we'll do it today instead. Everything today. Cram it all in. Let me do a trial while I set up the stream. What up, Sean? Trials, Pan's Vale. Let's see if the AI can win while I set her up, set her down. Run her out there. Alright, here we go. Check this out while I set it up real quick. I gotta go as quickly as possible today. So, you know. Gems of War. I feel like... Okay, so... I'll wait till a few more people get here. I'm gonna try something a little different this month, maybe. Not too much of a change, just little kind of stuff. I said I was gonna do something one way last month, and now I'm gonna change it for this month, just because of, you know, how it is at the moment. Nothing too big, though, for real. Just a little tweak. Okay. Alright, do I got everything? Come on, bro. Doot. No. Got that. Okay. That. Okay. Do this. That. Save. Okay. I think I'm about ready. Nita's here. Funky Town's here. What up? Alright, hit that like. Turn in your ticket, please. Appreciate it. Finger the thumb. Crow's here. How's it going, Crow? Appreciate you, brother. Alright, I'm ready. Let's get out of here. Okay, get out. I always forget. I'm redundant with this. You can just retreat. You can just retreat even if you're doing auto battle. And I always get out of the auto battle and then retreat, which is redundant. Not that anybody out there is going to be doing that, except for me. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. We got raid today. Let's go do the guild thing so I can grab all my blinkies. So we do 7 out of 12. All the basics are complete, so I just go for whatever's the highest. I don't really look at the loot. I assume we're gonna get all the loot, so it doesn't matter. It's about right. Need to do 1 million. Extra 50k. Now let's go grab our mail. Here we go. Should be a lot of stuff. Normally I'd show that. You guys have seen it a bunch of times. So if you're in a good guild, you get tons of stuff, and then you reinvest it into the guild event. Look at that, Orb of Glory, nice. And yeah, Ruby League. All right, offers. I probably shouldn't even look at these. I can't pass up Ritz. I'm not gonna pass up Ritz or Versus or Magic Deeds right now. But I'm back to being very picky. My gems are getting low. I need to start taking more tributes. Got gems right here. And can I collect anything? No. Alright. So, let's go to the shop and get the Glory Shop troop just in case it's good. Always get Spoils of War. Y'all can hear me okay? Anita with the gifted, thank you so much. Went to Joe Shuyu TV. And Anita, and Anita. Sana and Anita. Went to Bear Razor, nice. Okay, so... Alright, let's grab the Lapina Charlatan. I'm gonna fully it, because I'm in-game and I have plenty of glory. And just in case we can use that in the raid event, we'll go over the weekly preview later. Got something in my teeth. I had eggs and toast for breakfast. Alright. Guild event. Raid boss. Shop. Buy the weapon, right? Just A no-brainer. Buy the weapon. No-brainer. Explained it before. If you're not buying the weapon by now, I can't convince you. I'll explain it in my new account playthrough or something. It's not good or anything, but it's everything else you're getting, not the weapon. Alright, now we need to make a team. Let's go upgradable. Let's take the tower, or the raid killer, the boss killer. Throw it over there, because we have to use it. Gives us more points, has more magic. You want to use it if you want to use it. Even if there's other boss killers, this is the one. It's going to give you more points, make everything easier and faster, save you time. So, do this one. Let's go upgrade it. Upgrade. And then I will use an orb or two to get it fullied. Where do you do that? This? No. This? Maybe? Yeah, here. Use orb, yes. Use orb, yes. If you don't have orbs, you would just buy up further in the shop. We'll take a look at it. Upgrade again. Upgrade, yes. Yeah, I had to do that redundantly because I wasn't sure how many orbs I was going to have to use, so I had to do that first and then... But, what was I going to say? Something about... Okay, so... Deal damage to an enemy if they are a boss. Deal 3 times 5 times damage based on my ascension. Silence the first enemy. So its ascensions are based on... It's going to give you... You'll do more damage the more it's ascended. So on these... This isn't the true for every event, but for this one... You don't really have to fully ascend it if you don't want to. You'll still get max points. It's the damage. So if you want to do more damage, have it fully ascended. But if you're trying to save gems, and you don't have orbs, you don't have to fully ascend it. It's just going to do less damage. Like, look at the fully traded does more skull damage, and the fully ascended does more spell damage. So... I always do it, but maybe you can't. This one, are we going to use it? Steal attack from an enemy and shift it to my magic. Probably not. Let's look at our options. We have to use Ariosa. She's going on the team no matter what. Early raid event. So our restriction is Pan's Veil. Mike's here. Daniel says they made upgrading the troops a lot more complicated than before. The update, for some reason, I know. They think they're doing us a favor and making it less complicated by putting it all on kind of one screen, I guess. But I don't know if they succeeded. It's still taking time to get used to. I think, with stuff like that, you got to give it a week, give it 2 weeks. Like, see if you get used to it or not. If you still don't like it in 2 weeks, then, yeah. Yoke the ham. It was like the font. I liked it from jump, but maybe a lot of people didn't like it, and then maybe you got used to it. It's like the rainbow puke. Nobody liked that. They changed it eventually. All right, what are we gonna do? We got this raid troop. We got Crapper Core. He does no damage. Immortal Crapper Core. True light splash damage to 4 enemies. But he's not going to do double damage because it's not PvP. Narkithis might be good. But he's not Wild Folk, so we can't 50% start it. Pan. 3 random enemies. That might be alright because one of them's going to be a boss. You kill the boss, and then you use Pan on the other 3. I don't even like Pan. I'm just saying maybe. We could try it. WoW King, if you want to kill stuff one thing at a time, I suppose. It'd be, like, fun. Might be a fun troop to use, and it's not bad, it's good. But it's not going to be, like, the fastest, especially early, because it's just going to do skulls. You're going to overkill with skulls, and then it's going to be the enemy's turn, and then you're going to overkill with skulls, and it's going to be the enemy's turn, and then you're going to overkill with skulls. All the while, you got to get them up multiple times, and, if you get a bunch of extra turns, maybe, but The Wild Queen, same problem. King Salinas. I think King's Venus, maybe with either Crapper Core or Pan. Like the combo of those two together could probably get the job done for a little while and be pretty much the fastest, maybe. So King's Venus, and I think I'm gonna try this first. Archithus is good, but maybe later. Same thing with like Wild King, Wild Queen. Maybe later, maybe not. This will be our high level team though. I'm gonna use the combo of King Salinas doing splash damage and Pan hitting the 3 non-boss enemies and hope that that's enough to wipe them out. She kills the boss. These two kill everything else. This thing's 50% starting the whole team. What kind of weapons do we have? And I don't even like Pan, y'all, so... Alright, we need some mana generation, and everything on our team is a wild folk from Pan's Vale. So, I might make myself Bard class. We don't really need more... I don't know if we need more damage, but we could. Alright, what do we got so far? We got green, yellow, red, brown. We're missing blue and purple. Daisy's Cudgel looks alright. It's got purple, and it blows up green. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Right here? This one's yellow and brown. We already have like a ton of yellow, and we have brown. So I don't know about that one. I would say Daisy's Cudgel. We'll put that in first slot. We'll put King's Venus in last. It looks like it works. No. Pan is getting blocked. This thing does catch purple. Could go down. Could put her in first slot just to... Could try it like that. I think early though, you're gonna want to. This is one of those teams where you're gonna like want to put it in different order. The further you go, maybe. So like super early, you would want this up here, and maybe Pan right there, maybe even King Salinas right here. But then later, a little bit later, you're gonna do like this up here, this right here, type stuff. So we'll do the early one first, and then I'll switch it and show you like the late one. Maybe we can make it to a boss. This is gonna be this for now. Probably this. See how it goes. Alright, banner. We need... I'm gonna go all in on the weapon. Hopefully we can minus blue. Okay, purple, brown, minus blue. Sure. Maybe later we would change that. Go Bard, because it is... You know. Actually, it has its own... We don't really... I don't know if we need to do Bard for real. Let's do... For these early teams, I think I'm going to do Titan. Get the Brown Storm. For our 2 Browns that we want to get up right now. Make sure we got it. Alright. Let's try this. Okay, we got Ariosa. She's fully. And it's the rest of our team. I kind of want to make it to a boss, and then I'll switch the order around. Just mess with the order of the troops. The further you get. Just need to get to a boss so I can show it for real. But maybe we'll come back around to that while I make the teams. Could do skulls. That would take out 1 enemy. Right? Do this. Do Pan. The skulls or killing the boss will take out 1 enemy, and then there's... Pan might as well be hitting all enemies. The way this team is working, kind of. Brown and purple, please. Or whatever. Pan's getting up pretty quick. And we just need skulls or this. They're dead. Alright, one more with this one, and then we'll do a mid and a low, and then we'll swing back around to this one when the boss is there. Show you what I'm thinking for real. We could do King's Venus. No, we got Pan. Let's do King's Venus first. Then we'll do Pan. We got lots of firepower. We got the raid troop that can one-shot a boss or any other enemy, really. We got King Salinas hitting 3 enemies, and we got Pan hitting 3 enemies. So let's take out one, and then Pan. Dead. Alright. So this is what I would recommend super early, especially. I could see you being in the #1 person in your guild going for the leaderboard using something else, but you would use this first. And then maybe switch to something else when it's super hard and super deep. Maybe. This might still work even then. Silence the first enemy, that's cool. Leaf Storm. Oh, so my storm's not going off. Okay, I just noticed it has a Leaf Storm at the start of battle, so doesn't matter that I'm doing Titan. For real. I could do Archmagus then, that'd be cool. So yeah, let me change that before I show you the team code. I forgot that she uses, she has a Storm. So whoever's the lowest on your team is gonna get priority of the Storm. Checks first slot, then second slot, then third slot, then last slot. So I think Archmagus would be a better way to go, because it doesn't have a Storm, but it'll give us extra purple. So let's do that. You always gotta tweak it, think about things, look at things, figure things out. You're gonna have the perfect team right away. All right, let's see what y'all are saying real quick. Hi, Mike. Sana says, I use Luna, fun troop with Trickster. Ooh, I forgot about Trickster, good idea. Mike Sheard says, any chance to get Trickster in the move boss to front of team and then WoW King Queen to generate skills for boss killer? You could do that if you're worried about killing the boss. I just feel like the boss troop is getting... That's a good idea, I like that strat, but the boss killer is getting up so quick anyway, you could just shoot it in last position. But there's only one boss, so if there was like... I don't know, like with the towers, let's say the first slot wasn't a tower, but you could move the towers to first slot and then hit them with the skull, and then move the next one to first slot and hit it with the skull. Like the boss troop, we're going to one-shot it with the boss killer either way with the spell. So moving it to first slot's almost like an extra move we don't really need to be doing. But Trickster's cool. If you're using Trickster, I love Trickster. So if you cast it to get your team going, then it happens to go to first slot, that's cool. I like it. It's a good idea. That's why I'm not doing it, because I want to do the Pan King Salinas thing. Maybe I'll use it for one of my other teams. That's a good idea. Luna is an oldie but a goodie, right? It's a fun troop once again. I feel like WoW King, WoW Queen, Luna, fun. They're fun. They might not be the best. The Dragon might be the best. Pan, especially early. Leaderboard is insane. Someone made 1 million points in less than 1 hour. Dang. Hey, Murda's here. Been watching the New Beginner's Guide. Definitely helpful. I'm gonna do more of it, Swagmire. So stay tuned. I'm gonna add more per week. We're gonna really lean into the beginner stuff. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, we, on this channel, the pre-records for Gems of War aren't working anymore. They're not working anymore. It is what it is. So I'm going to do something I want to do, I like doing. We're going to do new account playthrough, and I'm going to do streams because, I don't know, you guys like streams. Streams seem to work. And we'll add that, we'll do the new account playthrough on streams, I guess. I didn't want to do that, but it is what it is at this point. I'm just trying to, like, let's get it done just in case type of thing, so whatever it takes now. I was trying to make it shorter, more digestible, but throw that out the window now. It's like, we just got to get it done. It is what it is. You almost always, you're gonna have to watch a long video either way. You saw how I was trying to do pre-records, trying to make it shorter, and they're still over an hour, so we might as well freaking stream them. So on Tuesdays from now on, I'm not doing the faction event. I'm gonna do new account playthrough tomorrow, live stream, and then I don't know. It's either so the only stream that the Monday Friday streams will be like my main account, you know, team videos. This week might be a bad example because like Guild Wars, but going forward, like this is what I'm thinking. We'll take the Tuesday away from the main account and we'll give it to the new account. And that's at least one of the things. There might be more coming, like, I don't know, Thursday maybe we stream the new account playthrough. Maybe we don't do Saturday at all. And I give that to P99, which you guys aren't really losing anything there. It's just kind of moving stuff around a little bit and taking it from the main account and giving it to the new account. But it's still Gems of War. And we're still doing the Monday and the Friday. So if you watch for endgame stuff, you still got it. Monday and Friday. And that's the most important days anyway, most important information. And then I think like Tuesday, Thursday, new account playthrough live streams. And then and then Saturday I might give that to P99 or something. They deserve an extra video because they get views actually, you know. Which our streams are fine. You guys are fine. It's not you guys. It's the rest of the community that doesn't click on my videos anymore that's really killing us. I did all those extra videos last month. Not like a bunch, but, you know, they're bangers. Anyway, that's the new thing, and that might not be everything. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Taking off the weekend, like, let's just lean into the new account playthrough, get it done. You know, I want to put out my top 20 rares, top 20 commons, get it done. And then if we do happen to disappear off the face of the earth, like, at least I got those two things done before. Or if I happen to stop doing Gems of War or something, which I don't plan on as long as you guys are here. But if I happen to stop and I start doing EverQuest every day or something, you know, at least we got that done. We got the top 20s done. We got the freaking new account playthrough done. So I'm going to try to get it done. Just lean into it. All right, that's the high level team that I think you should start with at least. I'm not saying it would be like the team for the whole way through. So we did Daisy's Cudgel, Pan, King Salinas, Ariosa. All right, let's take off Pan. And for you mid-level players, what can we do? No mythics. Pretty much only got Luna for real. If you're mid. What else are you going to do other than Luna? If you're a mid. I don't think there's much else for real. Yeah. So I guess you gotta just do Luna. Do Luna. Which is the same colors as Ariosa. I hate that so much. You know, that boils my blood and, you know, goes to my soul. I hate this right here. But it is what it is. We got Explode Potion and Enchant Potion, a 50% start. It should be okay. We only have to cast this once. She should get up. Alright, we got some damage still. We got King Salinas, Luna, Ariosa. You might want to even make your weapon like the tool for your tool belt weapon just so you have even more damage. But depends if you think you need a summon or not. I think I'll just keep it like this. But if you want a little more damage... Could do Glaive of Many Goats and make your hero Bard. I think that'd be the only move here that you could make. But I like the purple and the brown. That doesn't even... Nothing else on the team uses that, so that's cool. Could put Ariosa in... I don't want to. Alright, we'll stick with the Sigil. You can move this once again. I think early on we're going to want to get this... Well, it doesn't even use any same color, so it doesn't matter. Alright, well... I guess we'll put Luna in first. For now, if she starts dying, like, get her out of there. But for now, we're going to leave her in first. Okay. Blast. I think we'll stick with Archimagus. And Banner... We stick with it? Just go all in on the weapon. It's the only thing getting anything else up. You could go with the yellow-green banner. I wouldn't hate it. You could go with like a purple-yellow or a brown-yellow. I wouldn't hate it. I just... Especially when all I got to do is get up a troop and cast it and win. I want to concentrate on getting up the troop with the weapon. I think I'll do that. So mid-level team. Luna's in first slot because Daisy's Cudgel is purple and brown. It doesn't need to be in first slot, and then it could summon if Luna dies. Ariosa's in last slot because 50% started, only needs 6 mana. That's 3 turns with an enchant potion. She'll get up. We only use her for the boss for real anyway, so she'll be up by the time we need her type stuff. And King Salinas in third slot, 50% starting the whole team, and can also help with damage. So between Luna and King Salinas and Ariosa, we should be able to do some decent damage. Then we can summon if we die. This would be my mid-level team. You might move it around again, once again, like the order. You can move Ariosa to the top to do skulls later or something, or... I don't know. We got Luna right now. She does a random 1 to 2 status effects on all enemies or on all allies. Or she just kills them. She just kills them all. This might actually be better than my last team for like super early. She's gonna stop one-shotting them pretty quick. Probably not on this live stream, but pretty soon. Probably should just match right now. That's the only problem with Luna. She's gonna do 75 damage. So whenever their stats go over that, you gotta cast her twice. Which right now, they're not even close, but so good for super early. And fun. And you got backup with King Salinas, Ariosa. So I think it could work the whole way. Get fun status effects and buffs. Alright, one more. And we'll do a low-level team. You don't got Luna, you don't got King's Venus. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do, stupid dummy? Why'd I do that? I don't know. Yo! Who did that? Who did that? Swagmeyer with the 10. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna lean into that new account playthrough for you, bro. Sir or madam. And with the 5 gifted. Wow. And another 10. What are you doing, dude? Holy cow. Thank you so much. And you became a member. Swagmeyer is now a sinner and one with the choir. We must pray. All sinners, join hands. Join hands, sing a little tune. Sing hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's go. Nothing makes me happier than I like money. No, wasn't supposed to do this fight right here, but I accidentally clicked on it. Swagmeyer's got me all jittery and excited. Blowing my wad over here. Alright. Here's your mid team. Boop bop. Where was you at 3 days ago, Swagmeyer? No, I'm just playing. That's what we needed probably, right there. Dang it. Oh well. We'll make it. I'll make it up somehow, y'all. I'm not trying to talk about that today. But that was nice right there. Thank you, dude. Alright. I like your name, too. That's a cool name. Mid-level team. Let's go. Alright, low-level team. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Take off King Salinas. Luna. Gotta use Ariosa. Somehow that cape is attached to her nips. I don't know how that works. Maybe there's a washer involved. Maybe there's a invisible washer that she screwed on. How is that cape attached to those nips like that? I don't get it. Maybe they're so pointy that it just pierced through the cape. Or the, whatever that is. What is that anyway? Just random ribbons around her arms? I don't know. Anyway. Ariosa. Areola. Isn't Areola like about nipples? You know we're the nipple channel. Alright, Swag. I sing well. Alright, Anita. Your poor ears? My poor ears? Alright, low-level players, what are y'all gonna do? You're just trying to do your share? You don't know what else to do? What you gonna do? We got Epic and Under, so you can't use none of that up there. You gotta start with Argos here. Even though Luna is from the Underworld, you could go get it and use her right now. It's not that big of a deal. But who else do we got? This is gonna be butt cheeks, booty buns. Butt cheeks, booty buns. Sky Goat. Get it three enemies. Three dang old enemies with that one. Trickster, probably a good idea. For the low level. Because you can't use King's Weenus. Alright, what are we gonna do? We got Ariosa hitting really hard. Maybe this is where you use the weapon. I've been thinking about it for a minute. Like, the Glaive of Many Goats might be right now. And I know you think, like, okay, so a low-level player's probably gonna lose troops. They're probably gonna have to summon. But you also don't have very much damage. So you might want to do this for as long as you can. I'll go with this. We have Ariosa doing damage. We have Glaive doing damage. We just need one more thing. Trickster's mana generating. Weapons mana generating. One more thing. What could we do? Elwyn. I don't even remember what some of these troops do. Like, this guy just does colors. She's the one. It's nothing. Nothing. Destroy row and column. Deal damage to random enemies by yellow. Sonata. Rubitressa. Nax. Lapina Knight. That one could be cool just to get your whole team a status effect. That could make up for not using, like, the explodey weapon. Lapina Knight. Fortunately, she uses colors I don't really like because of the team we got. Bunny corn. Blade Dancer, maybe? It's got the same colors once again. I hate that. Draw a row and column. Knock one of the first two enemies to the back, then deal damage to the first two enemies. Hey, that might be good. Two random enemies boosted by green gems destroyed. How much does that boost? Green and red. I'm liking the Lapina Explorer so far. But we also got Satyr Musician, who's cool. You could be silencing their whole team with the combo of this and the Raid Troop, right? Just the colors, I don't know. The Sky Goat, the colors. It's not bad, though. I'm thinking Lapina. This guy. Uses blue. Alright, Trickster can go on the bottom. You know why? Because it's going to get up second turn no matter what with that 75% start. And your Explode Potion and your Enchant Potion. So, you can put it in last slot. It'll still do its thing pretty good. And it won't be blocking anybody on green. Weapon can be in first because it's not summoning. So now you can put your tank, like your hero up front, tanking. This one kind of sort of mana generates, so maybe put it in third, or second, sorry. And it hits multiple enemies. Boosted by green gems destroyed. This would be my low-level team. Like, I didn't take the time to go get Luna in the Underworld, even though it takes 5 seconds, team. Swag, holy cow, bro, you must be, like, killing it on the... You must be killing it on the sports. Who you betting on? Let me, what's that called when you bet on the same... You, like, follow somebody's bets? I forget what it's called. I don't know if it really has a word, but... Maybe I should follow your bets. I don't really bet on sports, though, but I will. I'm not against it. I've done it before, a little bit. I'm not much of a gambler. Vishal says, by the way, today I'm studying and didn't know what to watch. Suddenly the membership popped up, didn't know. Yeah, let's go, bro. Areola's about nipples. Yeah, they changed the font. Nah, don't simmer down. Don't simmer down, bro. I didn't say that. I didn't say to simmer down. Come on, man. Keep going all you want. You can go to $3 million if you want. That's fine. Yeah, tailing, dude. I've thought about like playing poker or going to the casino doing some. Think like I don't know if it's roulette. I'm pretty good at that. I already shared that story a bunch of times, but I'll put like a bunch of chips down on a bunch of different numbers, and then I'd hit. You know, you'd get like almost double your money, and you just keep doing that, and you like play the slow, patient game, and you like give yourself, instead of like putting all your money on black or red and losing it all, like, or whatever. All right, banners. Let's go with let's get up this weapon once again. I know I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know what's up with that. Red, brown, blue, yellow, green, and purple. We have all that. So maybe we do one color and then yellow, like red or brown. Maybe like brown, yellow, if we can. Do that. Eagle banner. Everybody should have that one. Stone Song Eerie. Glass can't be Archimagus. We will do Titan. Can do your Rock Solid. Keep yourself alive. Brown Storm. Well, no Brown Storm. But still, Rock Solid should help. Keep yourself alive as a beginner. Let's try this as our low level, super low. Like, I hope you have something else. I'm not NFL and NBA. Nice, dude. We needed somebody to come out of the woodworks. I'm glad you're winning, man. I was saying we needed somebody to come out the woodworks. Their name is Swagmire. New character has entered the chat. Let's go. You let me know whatever you need, man. Feels weird saying it, but if anybody needs anything, you know what I mean? If you want me to make a specific video, you want me to whatever, say here's a super thanks, do this right now, and I'll freaking do it. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to, you know, let's go. Especially if it's not on a stream, like outside of a stream, you super thanks and say, hey, do this next time. I'll probably do it. Alright, let's keep doing this team for a little bit. So you guys have your teams for the raid event, and then we'll go do the, I don't know, what do you want to see next? The Guild Wars team or the weekly preview? Probably the Guild Wars team, right? Got Guild Wars this week. It's a Silver Glade restriction. Silver Glade. Okay. I think on this team you're going to want to hit destroy a row and column. And then it's boosted by green destroyed. I don't think we need to like super maximize that at the moment, but eventually you might want to. So you can hit harder. Oh yeah, the Soul Forge is different this week. Some bets. Hell yeah, you've been watching for on and off? Yeah, Key Lime, he's been gone for a while now. I don't know how long. Somebody else probably know. I didn't really follow him too much. But I remember when he, his like last video, I definitely watched that one. I think he tried to like do something else, like something else. I don't know how he's doing now or anything, like I don't know. But yeah, I remember him. I've been around longer than him. I've been around longer than everybody, literally, except for Tacit. Literally. Everybody except for Tacit. So I've seen people come and go. Seen a lot of them come and go. And a lot in, you know, 5 to 10, not millions, but seen some come and go for real. All right, one more fight with this one. Super heavy back into gyms. Mountain Crusher. I like Mountain Crusher early. Shao says, I'm curious to see how the meta has changed in Guild Wars. New Mythic on Friday. What is it, Sana? Do you got it? I haven't seen nothing about it. Nothing at all. Alright, let's kill the boss. You don't want the boss hanging around for too long, you know. Let's go like right here with this. Still killing. Then our weapon could finish them off. Oh, no. Okay, I need to make myself Bard class. See, I gotta tweak these before I show you the actual... You know how, like, the first one I tweaked, both times it was class that I tweaked. It's like, as I play them, I remember, okay, first time there was a storm, and, you know, this time I have to be Bard if I'm gonna use Glaive of Many Goats. It's like my rule. If you're gonna use a weapon like this, make sure your whole team is doing that. Wild folk. That way you can get an extra turn with when you cast the weapon. So let's do it one more time with the actual right class. Now the weapon should get an extra turn, like... It's not, like, amazing, but it's probably 75% plus. Alright, we got Trickster. I keep forgetting about Trickster, too. And we got everything, so let's kill the boss. We can hit multiple enemies with the Lapina, so we got 3 here. We got an extra turn. Another one. We got a bunch of green here, and 2 there. Let's do this. Could hit the Enrage Gem. I don't think we're going to be around long enough to use it, though. Yeah, I think that was an extra turn. I don't know. But refined, low-level team. Bard. You'll learn... I don't know if everybody... I always, like, if I'm going to use... There's, like, maybe one weapon. Norbert's Turnip, which you get an extra turn no matter what. With these, you want to try to use whatever it says on there. Wild Folk. So you want all 4 troops to be Wild Folk. Or else just use something else. Use a different weapon. Like, you're not prepared to use this weapon if you're not going to do all Wild Folk. Might as well use the Explodey Daisy's Cudgel then. I'm trying to give the beginner the most damage I can give them with these this restriction I'm putting on myself. Alright, that's the raid event. Garland Staff tomorrow. Alright, here's the new mythic, right? Yeah, Tacit kind of got me into it, and then taught me the basics, and now I'm like a expert. Alright, we got Void Jaw. Deal magic plus 6 damage to an enemy boosted by purple gems. If they use red mana, there's a 60% chance to devour them. With a boost ratio? Is the boost ratio on the devour? Drifting Sands, Mythic. Demon Monster. Spell check is diabolical. Sana says traits. Gain 2 life. Reduce damage from skulls by 30%. Create 2 purple gems when my turn begins. I think it sounds situationally decent. You know? If you're facing a red team. Otherwise I'm not too excited about it. Single target damage. The devour rate is high, but it only devours red enemies. They use red mana, there's a 60% chance to devour them. So you would have to be facing more, I would say at least a couple reds on that team. You know what I mean? Like, maybe in certain factions, when you can't use High King Iron Gut, is it use red? Yeah, it uses red, okay. It might be good for, like, Deathless. Certain factions where you can't use, like, you know, I was using Zul'Goth Centurion. Maybe it could go on that team, or maybe instead of that team, or something like that. But very situationally, like, decent. So I don't know. That's a real, like, Imagine, I don't know. You could instant kill somebody in cowboy hats, right? So everybody else in the world who's not wearing a cowboy hat, you're just kind of tickling their armpits. But if they're wearing a cowboy hat, boom, they're dead, right? Which is a little bit better than that. Like, there's only 6 colors, and red is one of the 6 colors, so... But it has to be a red troop to devour it. So, you know, in every fight there's probably going to be at least one red troop, but that's only... It's like instant killing one thing. It's kind of like Great Maul. Reminds me of Great Maul. So if you like the Great Maul, then you like the new mythic. The Great Maul is a legendary that devours one time. Your new account is trash. New mythic equals I will not get it. LOL. Since you want to get it, you won't get it. Shao says 60% devour chance. Yeah, only for the red enemies. Yup. That's what I was saying. You said it before me, dude. What up, Mumvin? What up, Christian? Okra knows the tickler. Dude, you got Eliza, Christian? What up, dude? I forgot. Copy's in the house, dude. Resurrecting the channel. We gotta have him back. Look, he's using his real name now, too. What up, Christian? Alright. Let's see. Alright. We gotta do... Let's do the Guild Wars... the Guild Wars offensive team. So, the restriction is Silverglade, right? Let's go to PvP. Where am I going? PvP. Let's go to unrestricted. Central Spire. Quick battle. And we'll make a Silverglade team here. Whoops, what's going on? What was that? Oh. Edit team. Come on. Silverglade. Right? Is Silverglade the restriction? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what I read on the calendar. Swagmire, holy cow, bro. You're keeping the train, like, moving. Like, really, you're, like, squirting NOS into it, doing a burnout, sliding it in sideways, chugging brewskis, smoke them if you got them, getting some lottery tickets, scratchers, ice cream, tidy-whities, yeah, welding on the far can, the spoiler, doing a burnout, laying down the pimp juice, walking them like a dog, playing air guitar on the gas nozzle, taking off, going to the zoo all by yourself, bro. You're solo speed running it. Not really solo, we got other people, but you know what I mean? Like, you're taking over the wheel. Swagmire's taking over the freaking wheel. He said, give me that wheel. I'm driving today. Anita and Sana jumped on, and then Swagmire just took the wheel and said, ladies, you sit back. Relax, I got you. Here's some hors d'oeuvres. I got the wheel. Let's go, bro. Thank you so much. Alright. You're a legend. You come out the box a freaking legend. Alright. What are we gonna do for this Guild Wars, y'all? Amethelos? Immortal Empyreon? Immortal Selene? Lucy? Queen Aurora, Will of Nisha. I don't like any of this stuff. This is gonna be fun. We have to use Silverglade weapons too, right? So that's gonna be great. I think we have Life and Death. I might do Life and Death. We got Life and Death? That might be smart. Let's see what else we have, though. You're definitely smoking some. You passing them around. Passing them around. Hell yeah, I'm gonna put out some more tomorrow, Swagmire. I got part 3 out right now, I think. Let me know if you need me to explain anything in part 4. Like, you can take a look at it. I'm not that far in yet, but I'm gonna start streaming and getting further and playing more. Put Life and Death over there. We got Reflection of Good. That's a good one. If you want to do damage, use life and death. If you want to do mana generation, probably reflection of good, but there's also emerald blade. Okay, so one of those two maybe. I'm gonna look at life and death just to see what I could do. Can we build a team around that or no? Could do a mortal Celine with it maybe. We're doing true damage. Even though they use a lot of the same colors, but it's okay. You know me, I come up with my own thing. You know, Tannenbaum would be alright. If you want to go all in on like put it in first slot, kind of go all in on it. Like even like with my team right now, I could maybe throw it in the front. Just as my tank maybe or something. We'll see though. What do we got? 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 I don't know. What do we got? Jeez Louise. Whole bunch of dookie. So it's gonna be like the mana generation is gonna be the problem if I go with life and death. True damage, 3 random enemies. Boosted by enchanted allies and enemies. Create an enchanted gem when my turn begins. We might be enchanted. That'll help a little. We'll be fit. I don't know if we're going to be 50% started, though, because I might want to use Elementalist. So we need mana right now. Mana. What do we do? Alright, Vishal, man. Good luck at your school stuff. We need mana, y'all. Mana. Okay, let's look. Okay, this guy. Blue to green dragon gems. Elspeth's okay, but like, dang, like we're gonna have a different team every fight. I'm not a big fan of that. Crystal eggs. It's the problem with not doing a mana generating weapon. You lose out on a mana generation for everything else. I mean, you could do you could do this. That would help us with the. Just need one more thing. Horth SMS, what up? Chad, Beg. We got Chad, Beg. Thanks, Swag. Crushing it. Damn. Alright. What do you guys think? What do you think? You guys see anything? Like, what the heck can we do? We need another mana generator, for sure. Jeez. Only one, blue to green dragon gems. Jeez. I mean, we could have Elspeth, like, just do herself. She could, make a bubble bath, light some candles, you know what I mean? Lock the dough. Some crystal eggs. Yellow, purple. We'd have a summon And a little bit of mana generation, maybe. Might be cool. If I make a crazy, like... Nobody's gonna... We got red, purple, enchant all red allies, and burn all red enemies. Wood rot. Green to brown. That wouldn't be too bad. Burnt green gems to brown. I think decaying's brown, right? Gain attack and armor. Wood rot. Crystal eggs. I might start with this one. I might keep looking. But I mean, this one's 10 gems, cleanse and bless, 50% start. Blue to yellow. It's gonna be a tough one. You definitely go on the bottom. Alright, let's just see what this does. We'll go try it. I don't like this week at all. Silverglade. Banner. Okay. Let's go yellow. Purple? Purple, yellow, minus red? What do you think you're gonna do, you guys? What are you guys doing? Did you guys come up with anything? What class? What class? We got lots of purple. Probably arch... Well, we really gotta do Elementalist for real. Like, if we're really doing Guild Wars... Probably doing Elementalist. And let's go put Orpheus on. This will be a test of the emergency broadcast system. See what it does. Maybe it'll suck. Maybe it'll be amazing. So you see what I'm going for? Going for true damage. Which I always go for, but we got enchant. We got summon. We got every match gives us extra mana. We got the egg can summon and do some mana generation. Just like we're gonna have a really slow start. And a lot of the enemies are gonna have a really fast start. Which is a problem. We're gonna want to probably get up that egg if possible. I don't know. Boy, oh boy. Might lose this one here. Look, it's got Queen Beatrix. Oh my gosh, look at this enemy team I picked. Alright, we frozen? Let's get this brown. This first enemy team I picked. I think we... Sharks. I don't know. If I do this, like... Is that death marked them? At least Elementalist is with us. Green, we're frozen. Green, we're big time frozen. We have no mana otherwise. Got brown. Okay, we got brown. Ugh. Can't do green. It's a giant green though. I might do this giant green. Keep hitting me. I should have did I do Deluge? Shoulda. We're slowly getting mana. We got life and death again. Can maybe kill their Queen Beatrix. That'd be a good start. Nice. Okay, they still got Talk Shotgun. Oh! Still got Talk Shaka and... Alright, let's get this enchant gem. Ah, we're frozen. Piss. Might just take it anyway. Alright, you're almost dead. 83, will that kill? No. It's pretty close, though. I might burn up. Ugh. No! No! I think we lost. Yeah, I don't know what to do for this one. Come on, Celine. You got it all by yourself. Come on, girlfriend. Need an extra turn, though. Where you at? Alright, we got her up. Buttercup. Anyway, I lost. What are we gonna do? I gotta try something different now. That did not work. Alright, one tweak before we, like, totally give up on it. Let's look at our... Lost its first fight. Like, that's a sign. That's a sign. We even have yellow allies that need magic? I don't think so. Dust Storm would be good. Got Deluge on. Alright, I had a bunch of weird stuff here, so... Let's move this a little bit. And... let's do an Anu. Alright, last chance. If this thing loses again without winning like 5 in a row, I'm moving on to something else. Maybe Tannenbaum. That might be my second choice, Tannenbaum. Alright, so I changed some colors around. I gave myself a 20% start. What do we do here? The enchant. Alright, we need yellow. I don't see it. Blue, I don't care. I mean... whatever. As long as we're getting extra turns, let's go. Okay, let's try this thing. Maybe it'll work. We didn't get it last time. Alright, blue or green? I think green. There's more green on the board. Nice. Okay, red extra turn, green extra turn. Got the thing again. A big old blue up here. We got Celine. Okay, we got pretty much everything. Let's do this first. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. Well, let's take a look first. Okay, we know it does blue and green. So it's not going to tell me. This might. Okay. There is more green. Alright, that wasn't good. Kind of backfired right there. Blue. Blue. Purple. Come on. I don't know. A lot of mana. I'll take it. Alright. Let's do this. And what do we got here? 11 brown. Let's try it. Okay. And it won that time, but it lost horribly on the first fight. So we gotta remember it lost horribly on the first fight. Let's try. We're going straight up the difficulty. Let's put it up. How does Guild Wars work, Mumbin? It'll start on... Alright, hold on. I see more questions. Let me go in order here. I'm here. I got you. I noticed. Ready? I'm gonna read the chat. Hold on. Do I do a stream for new players, or can you ask noob questions here? Yeah, any questions always welcome. There's no stupid questions. I do beginners. I do end game. Anything in between. You can ask any questions you want. You never know who it's helping. So even if everybody in the chat already knows the answer, that's good though, because they'll help you too. They'll reinforce. I'll answer it. Other people might need the question answered as well, and they're too shy. So I always encourage any kind of questions. I don't care what it is. How do you get a goblin, Chad? You can get it from the Warband shop, Goblin Gang. Might wanna. That'd be like the first like super targetable goblin. Maybe Zhejian. When you open up Zhejian, you probably get goblins. The World Quest with those keys up there give you goblins. Just gold keys will give you goblins. The Warband shop gives you goblins. How does Guild Wars work, Mumbin? So it starts on Thursday. You can set your defense on Tuesday or Wednesday, though, as long as your guild leader like enters you into it and picks a keep and all that stuff. So you're not in control of that unless you're a guild leader, right? So on Tuesday or Wednesday, you look for you go to Guild Wars, and you try to set a defend. So you're trying to repel the enemy. Pick one of the spots. I've done videos on this, and I'll probably, like on Friday's live stream, I'll go over it in more depth. But you defend a location. There's several different locations. There's the gate, there's the palace, there's a bunch of stuff in between. The offensive team has to go from the gate to the palace and fight like 3 other fights in between. And you're going to defend one of those spots. So if you're not super confident, you would just defend something like right after the gate. Or whatever, just a spot where no one is yet. And you set your defend, so it's going to make you pick from a certain restriction. And, make the best defend team that you can. And that's before Guild Wars even starts. But you want to have your morale bonus and all this other stuff. You want to have something in the slot so it's not empty, so the other guild doesn't get a free pass, pretty much. And then on Thursday, the fights start. And you're going to do 5 fights, pretty much. You start at the gate. The gate is not you're fighting a guild. So it's your guild versus some other guild. They set their defense, you set your defense. But the gate, there's no defenders there. It's like AI. It's like the CPU. So you'll fight the gate. It's really easy. You're going to win. And then you get to choose between 2 fights. And you pick one of the 2. And then that's actually the other guild, and they put defenders there and everything. So depending on what kind of guild you're in, if you're in a high-level guild, it's going to be super hard. If you're in a low-level guild, it might be easier. You're trying for sets, but you're also trying to make it to the palace. And a set is just how many times you beat each location. So once your guild beats each location 1 time, you get a set, which is 1,000 extra points. And then, there's 30 people in your guild fighting. So you can get each location 2 times and get a second set. Each location 3 times and get a third set. So you can strategically go for fights that'll help you get a set. Like, let's say all locations have been beat except for 1, and then you go after that 1 so you can get the set, so you can get an extra 1,000 points. But as a beginner, you're probably just better off, beating the gate and then doing the easiest fight you can, seeing how far you can make it. Try to get a set if you can, but really just try to win and get to the palace. But your offensive team will be restricted, so it's Silverglade this time, so you're going to have to pick from Silverglade troops and Silverglade weapons. That's what I'm doing right here. Trying to figure out a team for Thursday. Which it might not be this, it might. I don't know. We'll see. But that's Guild Wars in a nutshell. And then you get rewards for, winning. There's a little reward track. You get shiny tokens, and there's a morale bonus where you get gold marks. It's like totally worth it because you get a bunch of stuff you need. Beg says, should I reinstall the game, create my own guild for the achievement? That's what a lot of people probably are doing. I think they're going to change that achievement, Beg. A lot of people are like you and irritated with it. So the more people that are irritated with an achievement, they're probably going to change it, Beg. So if you just stay patient a little bit, I think they're going to make it something completely different. It might still be called the same thing, but I think they're just going to make it something else. You probably won't have to get Paragon. Horde says, I had a battle today where I had 500 plus armor, but did 3 attack, and the enemy had 300 plus armor and 12 attack. Every few moves, I'd add 40 armor, and the enemy would add 20 armor. No one was ever going to win. What do you do? Oh no, yeah, one of those situations, you might just retreat. That only normally happens in like a weird arena, or like where were you in specific? Like what game mode were you in? That'd be my first question. What game mode were you in? But yeah, a situation like that where you just can't win, you might just want to retreat. But also I want to know like what game mode were you in? Yeah. Pet Rescue isn't popping up anymore? That's weird. It was random PvP. So yeah, you might just want to retreat and do a different fight. That's called a sweaty wrestler team. That's what I call them. Like it's a defensive team where the enemy is specifically making it so annoying that you retreat. People out there do that. It's pretty few and far between, so you retreat from that one, you probably won't see it again for a long time. So you only get 1 loss for retreating. It's really not that big of a deal. I would just retreat. I don't like to retreat specifically myself, but it's good advice if you're in that type of fight and you don't mind. It's kind of like in Final Fantasy VII where you're trying to get somewhere, whatever game, and you run away from the battle because you're like, dude, I don't feel like fighting these random encounters over and over and over and over and over. Like, I'm trying to get here and get Yuffie or get Red. Like, leave me alone for a little bit. Let me run away from these fights for a little bit. So if you get into like a crappy fight like that, I would just run away and do a different fight. Probably won't hurt anything. Or I know it won't hurt anything. Alright, let's look at this. So we got 10 green, 11 blue. So let's do blue. Alright, that's kind of... Yeah, I got an extra turn. All you can really ask for. We could do blue and get the enchant gem too. Alright, who are we fighting? We're fighting Gobtruffle. We're fighting goblins. So another true test. Do life and death. Dang, how long have I been streaming? I got Mrs. Cindy home today. Everybody's home today. Okay, not too long yet. Okay, so this team really bogs down. I need to be... My mana generators get up a little quicker or something. They're not even that good. The mana generators I have aren't even that good for real. It's like I need everybody except for... Like, life and death is getting up fine. But everything else is, like, struggling a little bit. We got 15 blue. It's pretty good. Somehow we did not get an extra turn with 15 blue on the board and putting 10 more up there. Alright, let's do this. And then this. Hey, we're beating a goblin team. Maybe the tweaks worked. Maybe I am kidding myself here. I don't know. They died. So we're 2-1, which isn't great for a Guild Wars team. You don't really want to be losing on unrestricted PvP with it. Let's try the hardest fight. It's not like the old war with one color each day anymore. No. Like, we're going to have Silver Glade. Our restriction's going to be the same every day. And then you'll face different guilds. And there'll be different enemy fights every day. But your team is going to be the same, usually, unless you change it. But the restriction's the same every day, yeah. It's definitely different now. It's the new Guild Wars. Alright, what are we doing here? I guess... Okay, we just need to get the most mana we can get. This is the hardest fight we've done so far. We got Chrysanthrax, Emberclaw. We have to play this like Guild Wars and really... Could take green. Alright, this will be the last fight. I don't have... Okay, we got green and brown. It's not bad. Yellow. Red. Red and brown. We don't use red. Let's just do the green and brown here. We have life and death, but I feel like I need to hold it for a second instead of just casting it right away. Let's look around again. We got yellow, we got brown, got yellow down here. Got a nice elemental star that could do some good stuff. Could do it on green maybe. Let's do that. Quite a bit of mana, right? I'm gonna cast... I'm just gonna wait a little bit to cast that instead of... Okay, do we want green and blue or yellow and blue? Green and blue or yellow and blue? Green and blue or yellow and blue? I think yellow and blue. Alright, they're starting to get a little feisty over there, so... Are we frozen on brown? No. Getting a little feisty over there, so I might want to start casting. Let's do this. Yikes. Hopefully they're frozen, yes. Maybe Celine. Didn't even kill anything. Wonderful. You got purple here. Brown. Brown. Brown, 1, 2, 3, nope. Purple. Purple. Guess we go for purple. I don't know. We could do brown and purple. 1, 2, 3. Alright, be frozen. Thank you. Alright, alright. We got life and death. We could kill both of those. That would take out Chrysanthrax. I think that's the move. We kind of have a team here. Like, this enchants itself with true damage and does true damage. This one, enchant, true damage. And then, like, the 2 mana generators that I think this is actual team right here, these two. But I can't figure out the other 2 yet. Like, this is what I got so far. Alright, we got an extra turn on red. We don't use red, so that's fine. This is the hardest fight we've done. We could do the egg. We could do... Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We got 15 red, 14 brown. Okay, let's do on brown. Okay, we got life and death. Let's take this brown, right? Get Celine up too. Red, we're not frozen on. Could do life and death. It's not gonna kill though. I think we wait. What do we got? We got 10 green. Let's do that. Oh, it totally missed. We got this. Do some skulls. Now we can kill Emberclaw, so now's a good time. Frozen on green. We're frozen on purple. Let's just kill Emberclaw. Alright, now they just got their hero. We should be alright. We got purple and brown. It's taking quite a while, but we're getting there. Go ahead and... We can get green and purple. We can get red and green. Get purple. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Purple. Let's get the green and purple, I guess. Get the egg. Let's go ahead and get this. In their stupid barrier. The egg might get rid of their barrier. We got 13 green. Let's try it. Nice. Got rid of their barrier. Alright, let's do... Oh, Celine might get it. Get the job done. There we go. Hey, we beat a Chrysanthrax right there. The Emberclaw on it. So, I don't know, y'all. I'm not super confident in this. Now, I could do another 3 trophy if you want me to, but yeah, let's do one more just to see. One more. Last for sure. Last fight. I'll keep looking at it this week. We'll see what happens. It's probably the least confident I've ever been in a team for Guild Wars. And I've only lost, what is it, once or twice now? I can't remember. I think I've lost twice. Twice? Lost twice in Guild Wars with there being 20 fights per Guild Wars, right? So I'm something like 98-2 or something like that. Probably even better than that. You might be like, I don't know about this one, but so far I've been pretty good. I think I'm doing better than any other content creator out there, but I'm not sure. So you get up your dumb life and death. Okay, they got Zul'Goth CT on this one. They got an 80% scar reduction. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? 11 green. Let's try it after this. Gotta treat it like Guild Wars, really. Okay. Is there still 11 green, though? Yes. Okay, extra turn. There's another one. Another one. Got both. Bang, bang, bang. Let's do it. Kills. Come on. Alright, we win another 3 trophy, so... It's just that first fight, maybe I didn't have... I had to change some talents to the correct colors. I had to put on an Anu medal with 2 Orpheus instead of 3 Orpheus. I changed some stuff, and after I changed it, it's been working since then, but I still don't love it. Just letting you know how I feel. I'm like a C- on this team right now as far as how I feel about it. Like, I might try it on the first day and throw it totally in the trash if I lose. Type of stuff. These will be hard fights. I'm gonna walk off the stage right now. We got Chrysanthrax or Takshaka here. I'm gonna walk off the stage right now. After a funny joke. Alright. Let's do the weekly preview now. After this, I gots to go. I'll have to make it up to y'all or something. Today's a crazy day for me with just a bunch of people home, you know? I don't wanna be bogarting the entire room and house all day, but you guys crushed it today. The ladies and the swagster, for sure. Alright, let's do this thing. Ready? Let me catch up in the chat before I get off on another tangent. How many different troops are there, Horth? There's quite a bit, if you're just saying in general. How many troops are there in the game? Where do you see that, you guys? I always forget. I always forget where you look at that. Where's that screen that shows you like how many troops there are and whatnot? Right here. Here's one. 1,685 troops. 1,000. It's right under this guy. There's another screen though, and I can never find it. Where you can see like how many you have of each thing and all that. Somebody's gonna say it in the chat because it's fairly obvious and I can never find it. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Collection maybe? Collection. Is it this one? Square. There you go. Go to your collection, go hit square, whatever, click on it with your mouse. So there's 1,685 troops, 666 weapons, 667 weapons, 398 pets, 46 team slots, 85 banners. The only thing I have everything of is the banners. I was super close on troops at one point, but then they put a bunch of immortals in, a bunch of PvP mythics and legendaries and paid troops and whatnot. But I'm still looking pretty good. Only missing 23. Out of 1,685 troops, I'm only look at the little blue thing, like it's almost closed. I almost have it. I guess I'm next closest on weapons, because if you look at the color filling up the horseshoe, Yeah. Restrictions. Yup. Alright, Chad, have a good day, man. Yeah, Mumvin knew what to do. Yeah, you'll get a bunch pretty quick. It's like closing, like getting all of them's pretty tough, but you know, between opening gold keys and getting into a guild, and then opening your world quest keys up there, and then opening some glory keys, some gem keys, some guild seals, and going in the underworld and getting some troops, and you're gonna get like hundreds of them pretty quick. Nice, Beg. You're the only one in the guild. Yeah, you guys knew what to do. I always forget though. I don't know why. But that was my first attempt at a Guild Wars team for Silverglade. I went down the Life and Death's Immortal Selene route. I don't know, y'all. It was okay. You know, a C- right now for me on it. You guys come up with something way better, let me know. Sometimes, though, you know, you see somebody make a team, and then they fight, like, dead guilds and win and go 20-0, and it's like, was your team good or not? Because we don't know, because you fought a bunch of dead guilds. So I don't know. Alright, sorry. Let's get it. Trick the Trickster, new ultra-rare troop Lapina Charlatan. Get this troop with glory from the words tab of the shop. Raid Boss, help your guild close the portals this week. Use troops from a Kingdom Pants Vale in daily battles to defeat the Raid Boss. Already did that. Check it out. It's the beginning of the stream. High, mid, low. Incoming Guild Wars. A new Guild War is starting soon. Don't forget to set up your Keep's defenses. It starts in 2 days, 13 hours. I came up with a preliminary team that seems decent, but not great. Just did that. Frightful Spooks. You can still, like, buy stuff, but you can't get points. Axe of the Horde for 20 more days. That's the campaign. Week of Pan's Veil, 10% to skills. Week of Wild Folk, 10% to skills. Bonus Souls, Lapina Charlatan, and PvP and Explore. Alright, Soulforge. So this will change on Thursday, right? The Soulforge? It's the new, like, update. 8.9 update. The Soulforge should change this week. But the first set, we'll take a look at this, and then on Friday we'll look at the second set. So I'm here for you both ways. On both, not immediately when it changes, but I'll be here on Friday. You know, I might be on Thursday on the new account, and I can maybe mention it real quick, but you can wait till Friday, right? Alright, this is cool, because I can go straight to them now, too. Except for the dragon. So let's find the dragon first. You got Meteoridon this week. That is a Stellarix dragon. It's the red one. So if you're missing the red Stellarix dragon, there it is. Pretty smart to be crafting it if you have 5 out of 6 for Stellarix. Alright, now I can just go straight to the... It's nice. Got Vernalis. Will of Nisha. The Widow... Or wait. Gargantuar. And Amnesia. So the mythics are trash this week. I mean, not this week. For these 3 days. 3 days and 13 hours. So maybe it's actually... Okay, so that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. So I guess on Friday it switches. Friday at reset it switches. So I was wrong about Thursday. Friday at reset, right? 'Cause 3 whole days would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then there's 13 hours left in today. So guess it changes on Friday. Hey, I stream on Friday. So first look, I'll be here. But yeah, the mythics for 3 days and 13 hours are Amnesia, Gargantuar, Will of Nisha, and Vernalis. They're all bad. Especially the first two. Gargantuar and Amnesia are 2 of the worst in the game. Will of Nisha is probably the best one this week. And it's very mid. 22 yellow, purple, brown, Silverglade, Divine Mystic, steal 3 magic from all enemies, then deal damage to them. All purple allies gain a stat, reduce spells by 50%. Like, look at the traits on this mythic. It's no good. And then the spell is just hit all enemies, pretty much. Somebody out there's going to say, yeah, but it's from Silverglade. So, if that's how you make your choices, is based on what kingdom it's from, then I can't help you. And you're probably going to craft it either way. But it's not a good one. I wouldn't recommend it. It's mid. It's very mid. Second best this week would be Vernalis, who on any other week would definitely not win second place, but this week he wins second place. He's a little bit like below average, maybe average at best. 20 blue, green, purple, bright force, divine fade. Give attack to the first 2 allies, give life to the 2 weakest allies, and give 10 magic to the 2 strongest allies. Tangle and Fairy Fire random enemy and matching green gems. I don't like troops like this because it just makes the fights take longer. Like if you stink at the game and your fights are taking forever, then Vernalis might be okay for you. But if you use the right troops and you follow good advice, you won't need Vernalis. If you're fighting like a super duper hard fight that's in a weird spot with a weird restriction, maybe Vernalis. He's not bad, he's just not good. He's very mid. And then you have bad ones, like Omnicia would be number 3. She's not as bad as Gargantuar, but she is not that good. She's very old. She's an old woman with a walker, reading at the library, and has the thing where you push the button if you fall down. 22 blue, yellow, purple, blighted lands, demon. Explode all gems of a chosen color. Summon an Infernal King. No good traits at all. Then the worst one would be Gargantuar. I think it's one of the 5 worst in the game. 22 red, purple, brown, Groshnak, demon, orc. If you want to watch a video where I go over the 5 worst mythics in the game, that's out there on my channel. You should check it out. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by all allies and enemies killed. So it only hits one enemy, and then it boosts off of if you're dead, if you're dying and dead. That's so stupid. And then it has no good traits either. Impervious is okay. Impervious would be if the other 2 traits were amazing, and then you'd be like, oh, it's got Impervious too. Impervious should not be the leader of the good traits. It should be with other awesome traits, and then you're like, whoa, that has good traits. But single target and boosted by not just enemies killed, but allies killed. Stupid. One of the dumbest troops in the game, I feel. So don't craft anything, please. I don't think nothing... If you're that very, very, very specific 1% person who needs a mythic for Silverglade, I guess. But you could go use event keys. It's Silverglade freaking weak. Alright. The legendaries, we got Spring Imp. We got Forest Guardian. Forest Guardian's alright, 50% start. We got the Widow Queen. We got Foxglove. So yeah, it'd probably be the Forest Guardian. I think it was top 20. But remember, we only craft Tesla and Emberclaw from the Soulforge, because legendaries are easier to get than mythics, and you should save all your diamonds for mythics, and you can get all your legendaries from keys, like, or maybe even event keys or something like that while you're trying for mythics. Like, if you use an event key to try to get a mythic, you're also going to get the legendaries. If you use diamonds to get a mythic, you're not also going to get legendaries. So if you can try for a mythic and get Forest Guardian instead of only getting Forest Guardian with diamonds. It's kind of like getting the weapon in the freaking shop. You're getting all this other stuff too. It's smart. When you're trying to get a legendary, you should use keys, not diamonds. It's just smarter. You could get a mythic. It's possible. It's not possible if you use diamonds in the Soulforge and craft it. 18 green, yellow, McGrim Woods, Divine Beast, transform purple gems to skulls, and transform brown gems to green, and allied beasts gain barrier. And has 50% start for beast. It's a good legendary, just not worth crafting in the Soulforge. Spring Imp, Foxglove's probably number 2. 18 green, yellow, Valpakia, Elemental Beast. Choose one, convert blue gems to green, and red gems to skulls, or convert brown gems to green and purple gems to skulls. Create an entangle gem, my turn begins, 20% chance to dodge. It's like one of those. I can't figure out how to use it, but it sounds cool type of troops. And it's pretty new. And then we got the Widow Queen or Spring Imp. Probably just the Widow Queen, because the Imps are not great. They're both pretty poop. Sacrifice an ally, deal damage to all enemies just by the sacrifice. So you could do something with that. It's kind of like Sacrificial Priest. And then the Spring Imp is one of the Imps. Scatter damage, entangle all enemies. If they die, gain 8 magic. It's hard to kill something with scatter damage, though. Gain bonus green mana from green gem matches. That's the order. So if you were to just, like, you had to craft something or else, you know, kapow to your head, it would be Will of Nisha and the Forest Guardian. But I'd rather, I don't know, Will of Nisha and Forest Guardian, I guess, but don't do it. Alright, weapons. Jewel of Mischief is the one from the raid shop, so you should probably get it there, but it's also here. Same reason you would get a legendary via other means instead of in the Soul Forge is the same reason you would get the weapon in the shop instead of in the Soul Forge. You're only getting the weapon if you do it here. Wasting jewels, wasting diamonds. If you get it the other place, you're getting all kinds of other stuff too. Alright, Hair Splitter looks cool, but isn't cool. These are always here. Okay, Lost Chant, Explodey for Wild Folk, that's a good one. If you don't have it and you're going to get one weapon, Lost Chant's not a bad idea. Yeah, Tooth of the Wild, another Explodey for Wild Folk. Lost Chant, Tooth of the Wild, both pretty good. Daisy's Cudgel, pretty good, and we're using it this week a little bit, so that's probably the leader of the pack right now. If you're going to get a weapon, Daisy's Cudgel. It's for Pan's Veil, and it's Pan's Veil week right now. These are always here. Prism Staff is Poo Poo. Doomed Rod is Doo Doo. Loot of the Veil is Poo Poo. Glaive of Many Goats is a tool for your tool belt. Like we used it earlier on our low level team. If you already have all the explodey weapons, this would be the next one to get. You should always have to be Bard class if you're going to use it, though. That's what I do. Yasmin's Pride used to be a good weapon, but we no longer use Ketris so much, and that's who we used it with. So it's kind of moved down the list as priority. I'd rather see you get the Explodies and the Glaive than get this later. Radiant Jewel, another tool for your tool belt weapon, so I'd rather see you get Radiant Jewel before Yasmin's Pride, too. Sleigh Bells is Poo Poo. Alright, so that's what's up. Will of Nisha was the best mythic, Forest Guardian was the best legendary, and the Daisy's Cudgel was the best weapon. Anita's back, alright. When's the next live stream? Tomorrow. We're going to do the new account playthrough tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow will be the new account playthrough. Pretty sure I'm going to stream it. Friday, for sure, 100%. I'm thinking about streaming on... We'll still have 4 streams. I'm just going to take the Saturday one and put it on Thursday instead or something like that. And then I'm going to... It's going to be new account playthroughs half the time. So half main account, half new account playthrough. And then I'm going to do P99 on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Gems of War didn't really lose anything. Just moving stuff around, tweaking stuff, trying stuff different, something different. That's what I'm going to start with. I don't know. We'll see how the beginning of the month goes as to if we have to downsize anymore. But so far, the first stream's amazing, but will it keep up like that? Fourth says I'm in Mista Scales and lost 6 in a row to unlock the kingdom. Should I spend souls to level my troops? Depends if you got troops that you're wanting to use. Like, are you still using like Prisoner Luther and Eleanor and them and the dragon? Or are you using like new troops that you got from Keys? Like I'm using Moon Mage, Troubadour, something else in the weapon. And, you know, Path of Least Resistance. Go watch number 3. If you go watch part 3 of the new account playthrough, somebody else had a very similar question. They were trying the world quest, and it was getting really hard. So what you do is you go play maybe a little bit of the adventure board, and then you go play maybe the first trial in a kingdom, or the second trial in a kingdom, and you go around to all the kingdoms and play the first and second trial. You can do, what else? PvP if you want, a little bit. Just pick the easiest fight in PvP for a little bit. There's the world quest if you're stuck in a kingdom. There was something else too. I can't, you know, go to a different kingdom maybe. Path of Least Resistance. Go, you know, get in the fight. see what kind of stats the enemies have. If they're through the roof and it looks crazy, get out of there and go try something totally different. And then maybe they'll have super low stats and you can start going down a different path. But path of least resistance. Just look around until you find something. Because right now you're just trying to build your hero level. You know, get some stuff and win some fights and get some troops. And you know what I mean? You could level your troops, but I don't know if that's going to be the... If you don't have troops that you plan on using for a while, you probably shouldn't level them. But if you have a team that you plan on you're going to use for at least a few weeks, then yeah, level them. But like, I don't know. I leveled up my weapon first with ingots because they give you ingots. And then I didn't level up the first troops that they gave me. I waited till I opened some keys and got some troops that I actually liked. And then I started leveling the troops. But since you're like, so you're a little bit further, you're on like a kingdom I'm not even on yet, so you probably have troops you like, so it might not hurt to level some of them up. Like pick your favorite one and level it, or it might not even take that many souls to level them all up to 5 or 10 or whatever it is, because you probably don't have them fully ascended. It's like anything else, it depends. Mist of Scales, when does that even open, you know? You do Broken Spire first, and then it's like Adana and Zalkari. So you've already done all of those. So I bet you have a team that you like by now, right? You're a dead end everywhere? You can't win anywhere except for PvP? Nah, don't go treasure hunt, that won't help. That's crazy, Hortho. I haven't seen that happen before, for real. So you're using like the green weapon hammer. You got, at worst case, you got Prisoner Luther, Eleanor, and Guardian Dragon. Maybe you should start leveling troops then. I don't know. You've watched my entire first new account playthrough, and my new one that's on part 3. I'll be checked like tomorrow. I'll be in the same spot as you. So if you come to the stream tomorrow, like we can probably figure it out together. I would say if PvP is what's working for you right now, keep doing PvP on the, you know, pick the easiest fight, do PvP until, or you could level your troops as long as you have a team that you like. That's all. Like when they throw like Prisoner Luther and Guardian Dragon and Priestess at you and stuff, you don't level those because they're forcing you. But once you have a team that you actually like and you build yourself a team that you like, that's working for you, then you can level your troops. It's fine. But I just don't want you to I don't want people leveling every troop up that they get and then just the first ones that they get. You know, wait a little bit, get some that you like, and then level them. I'm not saying like never level them, but don't waste souls. Don't waste souls like leveling Prisoner Luther and Eleanor and Priestess because they're the first 3 and the Guardian Dragon. And then don't waste souls by like, ooh, I got a new troop, I gotta level it. You know, it could suck. You know, I got 5 new troops, I gotta level all 5 of them. You don't have to. If you're not gonna use them, why do that? But if you got the same team and you've been using it and trying and Mist of Scales and it wins in PvP and it won everywhere else, like you might want to just go ahead and level them then. Yeah. So I think keep doing PvP and level them. And then you'll probably be okay. You'll probably be fine like tomorrow to do the Mist of Scales. Try it again. But you looked at like the world quest, you looked at like the trials and every other kingdom that you already have opened. There's got to be something, a class quest, Explore 1. You know, there's usually something, but I'll be doing it tomorrow if you want to come watch tomorrow. Anyway, where was I? Oh, we just did the Soul Forge, so time for the shop, I guess. We have the Lapina Charlatan. 10 blue, green, Pan's Veil, Wildfolk Rogue, steal attack from an enemy and shift it to my magic. Well, you know what? What's it gonna do with that magic? Stealing attack from an enemy and shift it to my magic. But then what does it do? Does it just steal more attack the next time? Like, what's the point of stealing the magic? I don't understand this troop for real. Maybe it steals more attack the next time? I guess. So you would steal attack from an enemy, give yourself more magic just on her, and then next time she would steal more attack from an enemy, and give herself more magic so she could then steal more attack from the enemies and give herself more magic so she could then steal more attack from the enemies. She's getting 100-to-1 boost ratio too. So for every 100 attacks she steals, she gets 1 magic. Oh my gosh. This thing sucks. It would take all day. I mean, you could knock some enemies down to 0 attack, but they're probably going to blast you into space with their spell before she... If you're sitting there casting her the whole time. You kind of butt cheeks. Alright, Arcane Swamp Trait Stones, though. That's what I'm really looking at. You know, you can go trait some stuff. If you're Horth, if you're Sean, if you're Swag, take a look right here with these. What else you using your glory on? You know, Arcane Swamp Trait Stones. Those are for Queen Beatrix, fully traded, Royal Honey. You know, a bunch of other troops too. So you can get as many as you want right here. You can fully trait some green-blue troops. Let's see some examples of green-blue troops. Oops. I mentioned 1 or 2, but Queen Beatrix was the one that came to mind. You know, Aquaticus has Tsunami. Urali has Poison Gaze. Probably gonna miss some because I'm going quickly, but Icy Terror. Savage Strike. Unstable Possession. Submerge myself at the start of every turn. Now here we are in the legendaries, which are more likely, like 50% start for elves. Royal Honey, one of the most important ones in the entire game. Gain Enchant. 50% start for Taurus. Triple skull damage versus poison and webbed. So lots of good stuff here. Just sort by blue-green troops. Do all color. And see, make sure you have them all trade, especially Web Spinner, Queen Beatrix, King Averlorn. Zarg was there. Zarg has that 3rd trait. Alright, event key drop table is Pan's Veil. Oh, it's not a Silverglade week. I was smoking the pipe earlier. It's a Silverglade restriction in Guild Wars, not Pan's Veil week, dummy. Pan's Veil troops in the event key drop table. Let's go take a look at those. I think Pan's Veil is actually pretty good. It might be a top 5. Pan's Veil is... What am I doing? Pan's Veil. Pan's Veil is actually pretty good. It's just like, how many event keys? You know, they're hard to come by. There's only so many times you can throw a bunch of event keys to try for a mythic, so you might as well wait for Adana, Solkari, or Tokshock, or Farrakafru, or something like that. But Pan's Veil is kind of up there. Similar to like Whitehelm, Pan's Veil. It's like the 5th best one, maybe. Just worth mentioning, but probably if you're being patient, you don't throw. But you have things like the Wild King and the Wild Queen. There's Crappercore, there's Pan, and then there's the Wild King, Wild Queen. So you have 50-50 shot at getting a good mythic, which is these two. Wild King, Wild Queen. 50-50 shot at getting a good one. Then you got King Salinas. 50% start for Wild Folk. So these 3 right here are the reason you would throw event keys. Otherwise, you know, it's not great. It's not great otherwise, but it's pretty, you know, Satyr Musician's pretty good. We can get Trickster elsewhere. But it's pretty good in the fact that 50-50 shot at getting a good mythic. And then you have at least some sort of backup plan. If you miss everything, you get King Salinas. So it's up there as like the 5th, 6th, 7th best kingdom to throw event keys at. But with event keys, you can only really concentrate on the top 3 or 4. This is like right after. It's probably shouldn't be throwing event keys at it, but I still mention it. It's like the 20th thing on the top 20, or the 10th thing on the top 10, or the... You know, you should probably pay attention to the top of the list, not the bottom, but it's still fun to make the list. Alright, what else is going on this week, y'all? We got a lot. It's a Pansvale week. Pansvale, Epic Trials, Pansvale, Underspire, Pansvale, Event Key Drop Table, Pansvale, Weapons in the Soul Forge, Pansvale, Glory Shop Troop. It's a raid event week for the guild event. Raid. We did that at the beginning of the stream, high, mid, and low. We got the Warrens tomorrow. The Warrens, it's like my second favorite farming faction. If you miss out on City of Thieves, go move over to the Warrens. You get a trait stone, and you can use the gold farming team. It's pretty good. My second favorite, the Warrens faction. Wednesday, there's a pet, and I don't know what that one's called. It's some sort of plant. Maybe somebody can put it in the chat. It's a plant pet from Pansvale. P, much peas. And then we have Bard class event on Thursday, a new Mythic on Friday, and then Guild Wars starts on Thursday, but remember to set your defense on Tuesday or Wednesday. Guild Wars restriction is Silverglade, so very busy week. Raid event, Pansvale week, Tuesday the Warrens, Wednesday Plant Guy, Pansvale thing, Thursday, start of Guild Wars and the Bard class event. Friday, new Mythic and Guild Wars. Saturday, Guild Wars. Sunday, Guild Wars. Silverglade restriction. Anybody know the name of that pet? I could probably look it up. I can definitely look it up. Let's see if you can get it on there before I do. Does anybody name the pet before I find it myself? Ready? Go. Beltane Snapdragon. Good job, Sana. You got it. I was going to go to pets, and then I was going to go to Pansvale. Sana already got it. But if you ever want to know what the pet is called, you can do this. And look for it. There it is. Beltane Snapdragon. So you should already have that fully ascended, so it's kind of a stinker, nothing burger. But if you just started the game yesterday, that's kind of one of the worst pets they could put on a Wednesday. Because it's a holiday pet or something that you probably already got fully ascended, right? Like, let's look at mine. Is mine fully ascended? Yes. So there's almost no reason for me to do that pet Wednesday unless I need pet food, which I don't. Now, I feel like you should have this. If I have this fully ascended, I didn't use an orb or anything. It's fully ascended based on whatever event it was for. So you should probably have it too. So Wednesday might be a day you could take off. Otherwise, like, I mean, gotta set your defense. You should probably be doing Underspire, you know, your dungeon, your adventure board. But Wednesday's always been a day where you could do a little bit less. Alright, what else is left, y'all? I gotta put some pep in my step. We gotta do Underspire. I should do the faction today too. Maybe going forward we will. Maybe I can show it real quick. I don't know. Alright, with the... Get the Underspire. The only difference is we don't have to use the Raid Troop. So it's pretty much the same teams, except for you don't have to use the Raid Troop. I went with Pan and King Salinas. I want to do that again, but the whole point of the team was based around the Raid Troop one-shotting, killing something, getting it out of there, and then Pan and King Salinas hit 3 enemies, so... Kind of want to use Narkithis for this one. Kind of want to use Narkithis for this one, maybe. But then what? You gotta do mana-generating weapon. Daisy's Cudgel. Lost Chant. Daisy's Cudgel's better. And probably like Trickster. Trickster. Might even put it ahead of everything else because then you could summon in. This thing will catch yellow, this thing will catch brown. We need one more thing. Something... One more thing. Verbally, that's doing some damage. Maybe Luna for fun, but sucks that it's those colors. Sucks it's those colors. That's like one of the problems I have with it. Colors it is. Peter Piper. I don't know, y'all. Immortal Crapper Core. Maybe could finish some stuff off. Double Narkithis. Pan even, I guess. King Salinas uses red. At least he 50% starts himself, I guess. So I'll throw him on there. He'll get himself up quicker than anything else would. And he uses red. So I think I'll go with that. And we definitely need purple. And green would be cool. Purple, green. What colors are we not using? Blue. Green, purple, minus blue. That's probably fine. Class. We got 3 purples. Go with Archmagus. I mean, it doesn't really, I mean, the heroes... Well, yeah, that's good. Do that. That'll be our team. So Trickster has a 75% start. We'll match green or purple. It'll get up. It'll Leprechaun. And then Daisy's Cudgel will get up. We'll cast that. Hopefully Narkithis will be up by that time. And King Salinas for backup damage. I guess you could do this. Maybe you could put the raid troop in last slot and use this as like a raid team too. Instead of King Salinas. I might try that. We need green, we need purple, please. There we go. Now who do we want to cast? This or this? This does way more green, but there's only 3 green on the board. This would give a status effect. This one blocks on 2 colors, while this only blocks on 1. So I guess Daisy's Cudgel if you got both. Get a buff. It's only blocking on 1 color. Can always cast Trickster next. Lantern. Alright, I'm gonna do like 2 more fights and that's it. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat right now. Special shout out to Swagmeyer, Sana, and Anita for the craziness today. We're at the freaking zoo already type stuff. Usually the garage door's halfway closed. There's cobwebs, rust. We have to like really break ourselves out of prison. But, man, we kicked down the door today. Somebody coming out of the woodworks. That's what we needed, y'all. We needed that bad. That's what I was asking for, like, 4 days ago. Somebody come out of the woodworks, but better now than never, you know? We start crushing it all of a sudden. I'll gain confidence again, maybe. Right, let's do this, I guess. Can always take skulls or something. There we go. They're dead. We got a summon. We got a quick start. We got a dragon. We got King Salinas. I think this will work. Last fight of the stream. Unless I missed something, you guys let me know. Maybe I forgot to do something. I feel like y'all should have Epic Trials done by now, or just do an auto battle. I like doing it, I just don't have time today, for real. So, doesn't mean I won't do Epic Trials at some other point going forward, but they've been around a while, and we've cycled through them like twice each, at least 2 times a piece. And something you need to get done. You can always start this week. You'll be done in 38 weeks. which isn't as long as it sounds. I mean, it's pretty long, but might as well start now. Sooner the better. That's just like one thing that doesn't depend. Like everybody in the game needs to do their epic trials eventually. So the longer you put it off, I think is it part of Kingdom Power? Maybe it's the pet fully ascended. I don't know if it's part of Kingdom Power or not, but it really helps for sure. It might be too. Mine was always done, so I never had to worry about it. Never was like, hey, do your freaking epic trial or you can't go to the next Kingdom Power. No, mine were done immediately, so I never had to see that. So I can't remember. Alright, if you don't have Narkithis, just take your raid team, plop it over to the Underspire, and you could even take your raid troop off and put something else you like on. It's not that big of a deal. I didn't show multiple teams. Like, you'll figure it out. You're smart. You cannot do Dungeon or Soulforge. Can't beat the World Quest. Yeah, give me all your options, Horth. Like, what's every spot you could go? Is there any class quests? Is there any trials? Trials give you completely different troops, and like, there's a level 1 trial that's really easy, a level 2 that's pretty easy. I think level 3 was the one where it started getting hard for me, but I'm level 9, you know? But you could go to like every kingdom you've beat so far and do level 1 and level 2 of each trial. It's just one thing I could think of. I like Lapina's clothes. Let me look at them. Pan's Veil. That one chick, the Glory Shop chick, like how's that even hanging on there? Lapina. This one? I like the bunny. Look at the bunny staff. That's pretty good. You mean just straight up Lapina? Lapina. Got a bunch of Lapinas. Probably whatever one I was using at the time that she was talking about. Some pretty tight clothes right there. This one, I don't. You talking about this guy? Dude with the half shirt? I bet you Beg was talking about this one. It's like armor, too. Like, why is he only covering... Is that how it works? Maybe that's a chest plate. Okay, but why do you wear a shirt under it, bro? Like, somebody's gonna say that. I'm like... Look at this guy with his half shirt on. You know what I mean? Fabio here with his half shirt. Or whatever. Is that a dude? A chick? I don't know. I'm assuming it's a male bunny. Okay? Looks like his eyebrows. I don't know. Something about him looks like a dude. Does it matter? No. It's a weird bunny thing. But half shirt? Come on, bro. What's up with that? You look like Stevie Richards in the blue BWO or something. And then somebody be like, well, it's a chest plate. It's protecting his chest. It's like metal, you know? Well, why is he not wearing a shirt under it? Did he forget? He's got everything else on. He's got a scarf, a coat, some bracers, some gloves. He put on everything else. He forgot a freaking undershirt? Was he wearing a jacket with his bare nothing under it? And then somebody handed him a chest plate, and he's like, I better put this on. It's like all the way under everything else. Like he put it on first, swinging. He just had only a chest plate on, helicoptering. And then he put the rest of the stuff on. I don't think there's a good excuse for that half shirt right there. Beg says I like. How many Earth Masteries to get the free good weapon? I don't know. Last I checked, it was 13. And then you get another one when you pick enough red, and then you get another one when you pick enough purple. So yeah, mastery weapons are good. Like, Mang could help you. Horth. Somebody else in my comments, like a beginner, said that Mang was really good to help them get through battles that were super hard. So that's a good... I'm glad you said something, like, so I could remember that. But Mang, try Mang maybe as your weapon. If you don't have it yet, just keep picking brown and red as your mastery. Maybe do some more PvP or trials or something until you level up a little more and pick some more mastery. Just come to the stream tomorrow, man. We'll talk about it some more. 17 Earthmaster? You might be right. It used to be 13. There are some trials available? Okay, well, go to every kingdom and do trial 1. And then go to every kingdom and do trial 2. And then we'll talk tomorrow after that. You know what I mean? Because you probably have at least, what, 6 to 10 battles you could do right now. And you'd get souls and you'll get glory. And then you can use some of those souls to level the troops you were using. But yeah, go ahead and level your troops if you're having trouble. And then go do those trials. They're easy, bro. Like, trial 1 is so easy. Like, a baby could win. And then trial 2 is, you could win. And then trial 3, it gets a little harder, but you might still be able to win. But do at least the first trial in every kingdom you've opened. And then go do at least the second trial in every kingdom you've opened. And then we'll talk about the rest tomorrow. Maybe level your troops and retry your Mista Scales. Or try a different kingdom. Maybe there's another quest. There's probably something you can do. Like, I've done 3-4 new account playthroughs. So I know, I've been there exactly where you're at. Where I'm doing something and it gets super hard and I can't beat it. But there's always something else you could be doing. Like, it's never going to, like, prevent you from progressing. Like, there's always something else you could be doing for sure. We just got to figure what that is for you. So, we'll figure it out tomorrow, though. Do your trial 1, trial 2, every kingdom. And we'll figure it out tomorrow. Level your troops, maybe. Go do some more PvP. And then maybe try Mista Scales again. Pick your mastery right. If you're able to get in a guild, get in a guild. Are you level 25 yet? That'll up your stats by quite a bit if you just get in a guild. And that might make the difference. Alright, y'all. Yeah, me too, Sana. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Let's leave this beautiful half shirt on the screen. With his earring on his right ear. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for the new account playthrough live stream. We're all almost level 10 or something. Like, I've been real slow with it, but we've opened like 3 kingdoms. We're like almost level 10. I got all the really basic stuff out of the way, but still talking about like heroic gems and stuff like that, and trading and leveling and whatnot. But you know, we'll do a stream tomorrow for the new account playthrough. So hope to see y'all there. Great stream today. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Swagmeyer. Shout out to Sana. Shout out to Anita. 2 ladies hanging out while Swagmeyer takes over the wheel and does a burnout, does a drifting and jumping off a cliff. It's crazy today. Hopefully that's not the only time we ever see Swagmeyer. That's my life. You come in one time and then he never comes back. You picked the red axe? Alright, I mean, that's better than the blue sword. That's probably second best. You can do something with that. Just with my team, I got green. So you could, like the team I'm literally using right now, you could still use the same team. You would just be using the red axe with Troubadour, casting Troubadour on red. But I get it if your keys haven't given you Troubadour. So we'll figure it out tomorrow, Hearth. Just go to your trials and get in a guild if you're not in a guild. Any guild if you're able to. And do some more PvP and then level the troops that you're going to use, you know. Do everything that I said today. You asked if you should level your troops or do something else or do some more PvP or whatever. Do it all. Do everything, plus the trials. And you'll be fine. And we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, y'all. We'll see you. Have a good one. You're the best. Thanks for joining me today. Hearth, SMS, Sana, Lady Outfield, Beg for Mercy, Anita. Got Beg for Mercy. We got Horse. We got Sean. We got Yoke the Ham. Mumvin was here today. Good to see you, Mumvin. Beg for Mercy. Horth. Sorry, whatever it is. Got Sana, Beg, SMS. Got Vishal was here. So we have Mumvin and Vishal. Like people coming out of the woodworks like Swagmeyer. Swagmeyer went crazy today. You guys want to know? Christian was here. Freaking Copy was here. You guys, some of y'all know him. Chad probably does. Beg probably does. Maybe even Vishal. Maybe Sana and Anita. It was quite a while ago, though. You guys remember Copy? He was here today. That was Christian there. Miroslav was here today, which was Murda Serta, I think. Panda. Swagmire killed it. Wagmire. What's Quagmire? Swagmire? I get it. Your picture is Mario and Luigi, I think. Alright, let's see. Fan funding. Or wait. Who was here first? I don't know. Because my chat's weird. It looks like... Nah, it's not right. I don't know who was here first today. Sorry. Who popped up first? Sean. Sean, you definitely popped up first. I remember that. It was Sean here first today. Pretty sure. Sean, Anita, Sana. Somebody like that. Alright, fan funding. Anita with the gifted, thank you so much, you're a legend. Oh yeah. Sana with the gifted, thank you so much, you're a legend. Oh yeah. Swagmire joined up. We must pray. Now a sinner, one with the choir, all that good stuff. Then gave a $10. Appreciate the content. Then gifted out 5 to the community. Then gave a $10. Then gave a $10. Then gave a $20. Then gave a $10. So, super special shout out to Swagmire today. That's a chatathon type of gifting right there. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do my free ones right now, because let's do it. We met the goal. We just did it on the first freaking stream, so. But it is what it is. A deal's a deal. That deal's always out there. So I'll get 5 right now, too. We made past $25. Okay, back to the chat. Let's see what we gifted. We got Silver, Direwolf, Adrian, Eagle's Eye, Luen Singh, and Rich Kaufman. Been a while since I've seen that name. Sean, Anita, in Texas. Okay. Sean, Anita, in Funky Town. Elgin's Toy? What the hell? You're still a moderator, look. Look, you're still a moderator, you know that? I never took it from you. Hell yeah, Elgin's Toy back in the house. Crazy. Good to see you. I'm out of here, but hopefully see you more often. Like, I'm gonna stream. I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday now, something like that. I don't know. It's just changing a little bit. If you just come to the Monday, Friday ones, like, I'll be here. But I think I'm gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So pretty much the same. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Just switching Saturday. That was a shock. Well, I was like, what, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Not like you ever did anything, you just disappeared. That's all. That's all, you just disappeared. You were in Hawaii surfing, that's what I say. When somebody I like disappears, I say, they're probably sitting on vacation in Hawaii, surfing, I don't know. That's why. I don't know. But, good to see ya. I gotta go. You came right at the tail end. We had a good stream today, though. But hope to see you more often. But we'll see you guys. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out. Alright, I'm still... Hold on. Fumbling around. Ready? In. Stop. Okay.